Every episode celebrates original content written by real people who experience real emotions. I'm Rayanne Thorn Krueger. Welcome to Real Words. Well, I'm having fun. This is episode 8 of the ECT series. I am celebrating Electric Company Theater based in Fullerton, California. They are the resident theater company at the Muckenthaler Cultural Arts Center. And they are doing a really, really interesting project right now that will open on February. Oh my goodness, how can
I
I
think
not
it's
remember?
10th.
10th,
Is it
February
10th?
10th, runs February 10th. Thank you. February 10th
Yeah.
through March. I really appreciate you helping me out there, Justine. February 10th through March 5th, 7 p.m. Those will be those show times, and you can get tickets. Let me pop it up real quick. You can get tickets for the show at electriccompanytheater.org. I'm talking today to Justine Sombilon. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Sombilon?
Yes.
Sombilon?
Yeah.
There we go. I'm sorry. But let me tell you real quickly about the show. A White Rabbit, Red Rabbit. Have never heard of it, don't know anything about it, neither do the actors. This is going to be a really fun project for these actors. There will be no rehearsals, no director, no set. They show up at the theater about an hour before showtime, and the script is handed to them right before they walk out on stage, and they are basically doing a cold read of this project. This was written by playwright Nassim Soleimanpour. He is out of Iran, and during a time when he was forbidden to leave his country, he created this project that distilled that whole experience of an entire generation, wildly, utterly, totally original play. And what an original way to see it performed by actors that have never seen the play or the script and don't know anything about it. My guest today is Justine Sombilon. Thank you. I said it wrong, Sombilon. Is that
Yes.
right? Sombilon.
Sombilon. Yes.
Justine
Yeah.
Sombilon. I knew I was going to get it wrong, and I even
No,
asked you how
it's
to say it.
it's it's totally fine. It happens all the
Well,
time.
thank you for joining me today. I'm really happy to have you here and to get you to talk a little bit about this project, even though you don't know anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, don't know anything. Very,
Well, tell
very,
us a little
yeah.
bit about your history in theater, your personal history in theater.
Awesome. Well, I started as a kid in local Fullerton children's repertory theater. That was the fourth, fifth grade. And
Okay.
I just kind of fell in love with it. Did it all throughout high school, did it in college. And now I'm working, but I now live with two actors. So I'm still very much entrenched in that whole world. So just excited to come back to it for one night.
Well, that's fun. So you haven't done anything in a while.
The last thing I did was with Moxie Theater, based in San Diego.
Okay.
Callie Prendeville directed it, and that was the last thing I did, and that was COVID, I think 2021. So it's been a
Okay.
while. Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about your involvement with Electric Company Theater. Clearly you have experience and a relationship with Callie. Is that how you learned about this project?
Yes. I did FCRT with Brian Johnson, who was one
Oh,
of the
okay.
co-directors. Worked with him all throughout high school, met Callie, loved working with both of them. And that's how I found out about ECT. And they approached me with this project, I think, last August.
So why the heck did you say yes?
Um, I heard about it and I thought it was really interesting. I think I was watching a few of these podcast episodes beforehand, and a lot of people were saying that it makes them nervous. And I think when they first approached me with it, it didn't make me feel nervous. It was just really exciting. And it felt like so long ago. So I said yes, kind of off the cuff, and I didn't think about it too much. And now that it's about 3.5 weeks out, I'm
Right.
getting it's becoming more and more real what I signed up for. And so I'm getting a
Right,
little bit more
right.
nervous. But I think especially in high school and when I was a kid, I was very much an over preparer. And I loved, being super like knowing what I was going to get myself into. And I loved all the parts about theater that weren't improv. Like I did not like not knowing what I was walking into. And I really
And you
enjoyed.
said yes to this?
Yeah, yeah. I think one of my New Year's resolutions is to be a little bit more spontaneous,
Oh,
and
great.
to kind of like embrace fear and embrace the unknown. And this just kind of seems like the first step to doing that. So,
Well, it's
yeah.
definitely the unknown. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think nobody really knows about it unless you've seen
Mhm.
it. It's really one of those great pieces that everyone has respected what the playwright wanted. Nobody's
Mhm.
talking about it, nobody is looking it up, nobody's trying to prepare ahead of time. If you're an
Yeah.
actor like I am, I really dig in deep with motivation and want to be
Exactly.
prepared and get off book, and you don't have to worry about that with this, right?
Yeah, I think the weird thing is that usually in most projects I'm a part of, I do love the dramaturgical process. I love doing the research and talking about it, ad nauseum with like fellow actors and scene partners, and I just can't do that with this.
Right.
So it feels very foreign, and I would think it would have been something that I would have said no to pretty quickly, but for some reason I said yes. So I guess we're gonna do it.
I guess you're going to. So, theater is not something you do regularly. It's been a couple of years since you've done theater. Why keep doing theater itself? Why keep doing that?
Um, I think theater was just kind of the basis or the gateway into finding what I really love, which is just words and the written word and storytelling. And I think I've brought that with me into the work that I do every day in my career and my everyday life. So I don't know. I think whenever I do something theater esque, it kind of just feels like I'm coming home to my first
Right.
love. And so I don't know, it always feels kind of familiar and comforting, even if it's something scary and weird like this.
Well, I can't wait to see you perform. I am
Yeah,
going to have the opportunity to see, I believe, almost everyone perform, and
awesome.
I'm really excited to see the different takes that each
Yeah.
individual actor is going to be 12 different actors that perform this. Justine is performing on Monday, February 17th. You can get
Hmm.
tickets for the production at electriccompanytheater.org. Before we get away, Justine, please share with us what you do during the day. You said you work with words. What is that all
Hmm.
about?
I work as a publicist for a few consumer tech fashion retail companies. So the way that I would describe it is I get people in the news. So clients, product announcements, different funding announcements, all of that. So I read the news, I write about it, and then I get reporters connected to my clients.
Well, that's you're
Yeah.
definitely using theater for that,
Definitely.
right?
Just words all the time,
Right.
lots of reading and writing.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here on the show, and we look forward to seeing you on stage at the Muckenthaler with the Electric Company Theater, which is the resident theater company there in Fullerton, California, Monday, February 17th at 7 p.m. Thanks, Justine.
Thanks. This is awesome.
It's been fun.